Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, that is Lanvishweta Malhotra. So today in this video we will discuss about the new concepts, methods in Java. So in this video we'll learn like what is method, how we can declare, define and call the methods and the different type of methods in Java. So let's get started. First we need to understand what is method. So method is nothing that is just one block which is having some set of statements, right? So here in the class we have one method, that is the main method. You are writing any statement, so this is known as the method or a block which is having some statement. So if we are talking about the categorize of the method, so we can categorize the method in the predefined and user defined type. So here this main method, which is also known as the PSVM, is predefined method. So predefined methods are those methods which are already available in Java, that is not created by any user. So in Java here we have n number of the string class methods or the arrays class method and many more. So all those are known as the predefined methods. And if we're talking about user defined methods, those methods which are created by users or the programmers. So let's suppose we have created one method with the name m1. This is known as the user defined method, right? Because this is created by a programmer, right? So further, the predefined and user-defined methods are categorized in two parts. One is the static and non-static methods. So here again you can see the static methods are those methods which are having the static keyword. So the concept is almost similar to the variables where we discussed about the static variable or non-static or instance variable, right? So if any method having the static keyword, known as the static method. If any method doesn't have any static keyword, known as non-static method. Okay, and this method is predefined method because this method is created by Java, right? So further, static and non-static method be of the type parametric and non-parametric. So user defined method can also be parametric and non-parametric. So what does it mean? So again here you can see we have one public static void main, and if in these two parentheses, in these two round brackets, we are writing something that is known as the parameters, right? So if any method having these parameters, known as the parametric method, if these parentheses are blank, we are not passing anything, known as the non-parametric method, correct? So this is known as the non-parametric method, and this method is parametric method because in the round brackets we are passing something. Okay, so here we have mainly three terms, that is the method declaration, definition and calling. So let's understand one by one. So first is the method declaration. So method declaration means if let's say the method which is having no body, if the method having not any block, not having any set of statements, that is known as the method declaration. So syntax for the method declaration is, if let's say we are just using the method declaration, we are not using any curly brackets, we are not providing any statement, that is known as the method declaration. Okay, so now let's see whether the method declaration is possible in this class or not. So let me just create another method with the name, let's say m2, and we are not using any curly brackets, right? And this curly bracket, that is known as the body of method, or you can say method definition. Okay, so in the normal class, in the Java OOPS concept, method declaration is not possible. Method declaration is possible only within the two concepts of Java. One is abstraction concept and another one is interfaces. If you are using these two concepts, then method declaration is possible. Otherwise, it's not possible. It will throw compilation error, and here it is saying the missing method body or declare abstract. Okay, so this is not possible. So as of now, let me just comment it out. So here this is method declaration, the method which is having no body, no implementation is there. Okay, so moving to the next one, method definition is having some set of statement having some body, or you can say block, known as the method definition. So normally we use the method definition like this, where we have the start the curly bracket, close the curly bracket, and have some set of statements. So that is known as the method definition, right? So this is known as the method definition. And the another one is method calling. If let's say you are defining any method, right, you have written some set of statements and then you want to execute those statements, how we can execute that? By calling methods. Okay, so if let's say this method is there, we have defined the method, and now you want to call the method, how we can call that? Just you need to check this thing. So we can just either pick this thing and call the method. So this is known as method calling. So as of now it is giving one compilation error, but its reason is different. So as of now, just you can understand, this is our this is the method calling. Okay, so just how we can call the method? Here we have to use the method name and round brackets. If these parentheses are blank, then at the time of the calling these parentheses should be blank. If we are passing something at the time of method definition, so definitely while method calling we have to pass something, some values. So as of now, let me just comment it out. Okay, so method declaration, which method which doesn't have any method definition or method body. In case of the definition, where we have the body, or you can say the some curly brackets are there, and in case of the method calling, we are just calling the method. Now the question is, why we need to call the method? If let's say we are just defining the method, so will it print some statement? Will it print the output in the console? So let's see. So here we have one method m1, and I'm printing this, which is known as, let's say, non-static method. And if I execute the code, so here you can see the output, it will print only hello. Why? Because this statement will be executed or print the output in console only if we call this method. Okay, so if we are not calling the method, this method will not be executed, that will remain over there, it will not print any statement, right? So method definition and declaration are interlinked. If let's say you are not defining the method, directly calling the method, so again it will throw the error because that thing is not available. For example, I'm here calling the one method, static method, but this method is not being declared or defined in the class, so here we are getting some error. Okay, so according to our requirement, if you want to execute the statement, so definitely we need to call the method, right? But now the question is how we can call the method, because when we tried to execute this method, we were getting the compilation error, right? Why we are getting this error? Because here we have to understand the concept of the method accessibility, like in which area we can access the static and non-static method. So let's check it out.